Well, howdy, folks. My name is Daryl Keith Norman, and I'm a songwriter who's been kicking around Nashville for a few years. And I've had a lot of people sit there and say they want copies of the songs, and I'm kind of having a hard time keeping up with demand. So I thought, well, I'll just do a video channel here on YouTube, and you can go and look at it. And people are always asking me, what's the process behind writing a song, and how do you do what you do? What gave you the idea? And some of them you don't really have any idea other than you just sat down and started working on it, and it works. But others, there's little stories that go along with it. Thought, well, I'll tell people the stories and see if they like the song. I absolutely love the process of writing songs. There are a lot of people out there who do tutorials on how to write great songs. I'm not sure that I know what a great song is or not. I feel that if you really knew how to write a great song, you'd write a great song every time. And I've known a lot of great writers, and not all the songs were great. And I've got some that are real turds too, and I try not to play them for people. But this isn't a tutorial. This isn't sitting here telling you how to write your song or anything like that. If you're a songwriter out there, I'm a firm believer that you got to go from your heart. And most importantly, you've got to just have fun with it, because what got us all started in the beginning doing this is we just loved songs. And I've got, you can see in the background, I've got CDs galore. I've got probably about 1,000 CDs. And back when LPs were in fashion, for all you kids, that's the old way of doing it. I had over 3,000 LPs, and I just loved collecting songs, and I wanted to write songs as good as the songs that I enjoyed, and I studied them, and I've worked with a lot of great writers, and I've studied them, and I kind of have a signature of my style that I do, and you never know if anybody's going to like it or not. I hope people do like it. I work hard to make people like it. But you're not going to like everything. Nobody ever does. And some you'll like and some you won't. And I'm going to try and do a song a week and just throw them out there and see if anybody likes them. And your feedback's always valuable. But Dolly Parton said one time, she goes, well, they're all your children. Some are a little bit uglier than others, but I love them just the same. And I'm kind of that way with my songs, and I like them, and I just want other people to listen to them and like them, and I hope you do like it. And if you don't, well, there's always somebody else out there, and you can find them. But anyway, the idea for doing this is just letting people hear the songs. I'm not trying to claim any knowledge or anything like that. Just me having fun. And this first song this week is a song called Witchcraft Woman. And I co-wrote it with a guy by the name of Will Floyd and also Jim Peterick. And Will Floyd came to me with the idea. We were working together as waiters downtown Nashville, and he said he wanted to do a song kind of like based in the 1600s of the Salem witch trials. We've all had relationships that started out real good, and then you go, after a little while you sit there and go, where did all this evil come from? And so I thought that was kind of a good idea. He came over to my house and we started hashing it out and came up with what we thought was a pretty good song. And then he ran into Jim Peterick. And Jim Peterick had had success with Eye of the Tiger for Survivor and Hold On Loosely for 30H Special. And he'd had other successes as well. He's a great writer. And Will called me up. He says, I'm going to meet Jim Peterick. Do you mind if I play him the song? And I was like, no. I always love getting feedback from somebody who's got more experience than me. And so he played Jim the song, and Jim goes, that's a great song. He goes, but I've got a few ideas that I'd like to kind of run past you. And Will called me up again. He goes, Jim wants to do a rewrite on this. Do you mind if he does that? And I was like, no, if it sucks, then we just go back to the original. But what if it's great? And when they gave me the rewrite version, I was like, I just loved it, and Will loved it. And so we've done this demo on it, and I hired one of the best bands and one of the best singers in town. And one thing you got to know about me, I'm not a great singer, I'm not a great player. I just write songs, and if you heard me singing them, they'd all suck. But if you get a great band and you get a great singer, it just soars if the song's good. And the band had a great time doing this song, and then the singer had a great time, and that's always a good sign. And so I thoroughly enjoyed doing this. And so here you go. This song is called Witchcraft Woman, written by Will Floyd, Daryl Keith Norman, and Jim Peterick. I hope you enjoy it. Stay tuned after the video, and I'll tell you how to get in touch with me if you need to, if you want to do one of these songs.
Going down to the courthouse with a pitchfork in my hand. That witchcraft woman was some kind of loving, but she put a spell on this man. She's a witch, she's an angel, she's a momentary stranger, and I'm drawn into the danger with a midnight dancer in a voodoo trance. She's got a soul of fire and a heart of raw desire. You gotta see what she's doing, there's gotta be something wrong. If I can't make a great escape, I'll be gone before too long. So I'm going down to the courthouse with a pitchfork in my hand. That witchcraft woman was some kind of loving, but she put a spell on this man. Now I'm shaking in my boots, I'm grabbing the news, curse the demon in my pants. 'Cause that witchcraft woman was some kind of loving, but she put a spell on this man. I was gone when I met her. I told myself I'd never, but she led me on and I let her. Against my will, I was trapped until the spell was broken. In a flash, my eyes were open. I saw what she was doing, and gotta be against the law. So bring the hangman and the jury, 'cause I can't take no more. So I'm going down to the courthouse with a pitchfork in my hand. That witchcraft woman was some kind of loving, but she put a spell on this man. Now I'm shaking in my boots, I'm grabbing the news, curse the demon in my pants. 'Cause that witchcraft woman was some kind of loving, but she put a spell on this man. When you're running from a witchcraft woman, there's no time to turn around. When you're dealing with a witchcraft woman, you gotta burn that bitch right to the ground. She's a witch, she's an angel, she's a momentary stranger, and I'm drawn into the danger. Drawn into the danger. I'm going down to the courthouse
Well, folks, I hope you enjoyed this week's song. And if perchance you're a singer that wants songs or a band that wants songs, hit me up, and I'd love for you to record these songs. I'm always looking for people who wants to sing them. And if you're a singer who needs somebody to produce you an album or whatever, I do that as well. And so just hit me up on my email at abnormanmusic@gmail.com. That's ABNORMAN music@gmail.com. And whatever you need, if you just need somebody to give you feedback, I'll do that too. And if you like what you saw and liked what you heard, subscribe and click the little notification bell, and we'll let you know. I'm going to try and do one of these every week. So anyway, thank you for listening, and we'll see you next week.